And you really can train your taste buds and train your mind to like different things. We often think, oh, because I didn't like it 10 years ago, I'll never like it. But you really can train and change those taste buds at any point in your life if you're willing to build those new habits and willing to start, as you said, approaching these things with a really open mind and going into it saying, maybe I'll be curious, maybe I'll just see, I might like this time.
And I think also actually then the fact that when we were kids, when I was a kid, I didn't like Brussels sprouts. You could put anything on top of it that I liked, like parents like to put peanut butter and things on vegetables to make them taste better. You couldn't trick me. I just didn't want them. And I would push them on on the top of the plate, and my grandmother or my mom, depending who was around me at that time, would take a spoon or a fork and just try to kind of force me, because they said, well, you need to eat your vegetables. 30 years later, I love Brussels sprouts. Nobody's forcing me, I just love the taste. It also, I truly believe, it comes to the way, and I think parents will appreciate if they're watching this, how we present the food to our family when we serve it, or how we present it to ourselves.
Yeah.
What words come out of our mouth as well, right? What is the intention? Because unfortunately, the way I was raised, a lot of this was force, force, force. You have to, conditional. If you don't, this happens. And we both know where there is condition, there's usually no joy.
And there's usually rebellion as well, absolutely.
So it's, speaking of changing your, your taste your taste and adapting to different foods, I truly also believe it comes with emotional maturity.
Definitely. And actually, when it comes to children, as you mentioned, there's a whole body of research on that, which is fascinating, which shows that when parents lead by example, when parents show that food is delicious to them, then children are much more likely to want to eat it. If a food is presented in a way that it's exciting or appetizing, broccoli, for example, I remember one study described it as like a dinosaur tree, and the kid was really interested in eating the broccoli then because it had a story around it and is exciting and interesting. And we almost need to really do that for ourselves as well. So see this food as, amazing, tasty, nutritious stuff, because when we're perceiving it that way in our own minds, it makes it much more naturally palatable. So much of our taste is controlled by our brain that we don't even realize that that's the case.